Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Kevin Owasu Itoe, and welcome to Teach Yourself Test Automation. Right? We are on a personal development drive. Yep. So, personal development goals that I've set myself to upskill from manual uh, test engineer to automated test engineer, and this has been going on for a while. But we have to push it home now, right? So I've given myself a year to kind of get to where I need to be as in a test automation engineer, March 2022, right? And hopefully you can follow the journey and also get such targets for yourself as well, be it whatever you want to do, right? It doesn't have to be a 9 to 5. It could be upskilling for a side business for yourself or for freelancing, right? So yep, I've got a learning plan, right? Automation learning path. So I just wanted to run that through with my subscribers. Firstly, because they will know what is coming, and maybe they want to do some direction on that as well. But okay, so thank you to my subscribers. We have 307 so far. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Share the journey. Build yourself a skill that could impact your life, impact your family's life very positively, right? So what have we done so far? We've done Selenium Webdriver with Java scripting, so front-end UI scripting. We have done, I wanted to go on to building an automation framework from scratch, and there were a number of technologies to learn for that, but I only managed to learn TestNg before my attention changed, right? So we have done TestNg, which is also a technology for a framework, but there's much more to a framework than just TestNg, okay? But we have done TestNg on my YouTube channel and on the WordPress website, right? And what have we done? So my direction changed towards, I wanted to learn a very robust framework, which could be quicker than learning all the individual technologies that come together to form a robust framework manually, right? So I just wanted to learn a quick framework that could be put together quicker than that starting things from scratch yourself. So I chose to do that with the Serenity framework with Serenity with Selenium, Serenity with Selenium and JUnit, right? So we've done that, but we are on to doing BDD, which is just about Cucumber, right? So Cucumber is BDD. So we're in the progress of behavior-driven development, right? And once we finish that very robust framework, which is Serenity BDD with Selenium and Cucumber and JUnit, will be done. Okay, so we're here to finish. Once we finish this, then we'll quickly run through this, and that should be done, right? So what's coming up, right? What's coming up? After we've finished our robust framework, which is Serenity BDD with Selenium, Cucumber, and JUnit, we'll move on to API testing and web service testing, right? So that's automation part as well, right? So this channel is all about automation, right? All about automation, and we are learning all this automation without any programming background or programming knowledge so far, right? But eventually you need to learn your program languages so that you could really go on to the next level to becoming an architect, an expert in test automation architecture, right? Right. So, and also I would like to go on to do some automation testing with Python, right? So for my subscribers, what you should look forward to next is API testing, API automated testing, and then some testing with Python. So that's UI. This one is API. And then hopefully after all that, that should be taking me maybe into mid-year, right? So 6 months. And hopefully for the next half of that year, I might turn now to learn some Java and some Python, right? So this is programming languages, right? So we eventually get around to learning our programming languages, which is a must. And because testing is changing, we have to become more technical. We have to understand code and all that stuff. Yeah, and so that is the aim. That's the learning path I have for myself just now, right? And this might change. Things can come in and go out, right? But I'll keep you updated and all that stuff. And so we have several paths. So you've heard about the UI path, you've heard about the API path, you've heard about the framework path, you've heard about the programming languages path, right? So for the UI path, we are using mainly Selenium as our automation test tool, but we also, the programming languages we are using with that is Java and Python. For the API path, we are going to be using SoapUI and Rest Assured to do our web service and API testing. And as I've just told you, our framework path, what we have learned and we're going to be completing soon is Serenity BDD with Selenium, Cucumber, and JUnit, right? So that's going to be completed very soon. And then, obviously, I would like to learn more about Python framework, right? Python test automation frameworks, right? And again, our programming path, we are going to go for Java and Python. Okay, so this is all about my learning path. I just wanted to make this video to shed light to my subscribers what's coming on next, and hopefully if you're not subscribed and you just come across this video as well, this is what we're going to be learning here, teaching ourselves, upskilling ourselves from manual test to test automation. You can follow this kind of framework, right? Anything you want to do, you don't have to be a tester, right? You can follow this framework in any job you are, right? So thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't done. Follow the journey. My name is Kevin Owasu, Itoe, and stay blessed. Bye.